What is up, party people? Today is February 26th. It's a Tuesday. It's 2019. And we're going to do a quick rundown of the news for today. A judge has ruled that the Jeffrey Epstein plea deal is illegal. And if you remember, the one who made that plea deal is current Labor Secretary Acosta. So they found some wrongdoing in that plea deal, and this could have huge implications. There's probably hundreds of other charges he could be brought up on, and also many other super wealthy celebrities and politicians who could also be caught up in the prostitution ring and the underage sex scandals involving Jeffrey Epstein. So let's cross our fingers and hope that justice gets served against those weird billionaires doing weird stuff. Next item of news, the trust in media is plummeting in this country. 60% of people surveyed by, I think it was the Washington Inquirer, or was it the Washington Post? I think it was Washington Inquirer, not sure, can't remember now. 60% of people say that news outlets are paying for stories and questioning the integrity of the news media. Yeah, you are very right to question the integrity of the news media at this point. They've been lying about everything for like 50 years. So yeah, it's about time that people are catching on to that fact. FBI's top lawyer wanted to investigate Hillary Clinton. What I find interesting is why he wanted to and then was not allowed to. It's bizarre to me that Hillary Clinton has still stayed out of jail this whole time. She was subpoenaed and then had her IT guy erase an email server. So Hillary Clinton should definitely be in jail. That's a felony for that alone, if not for 20 other things. South Dakota bill might force transgender students to play on teams of the sex that they were registered at birth as. So basically, what you're seeing now is a lot of young who were originally men claiming to be women and then joining a women's sport and then dominating the field because men have some physical advantages over women in a lot of different sports. And so that's disenfranchising young women from athletics. And it's incredibly unfair to have a man, racing against women or playing on a team against women, and then it's just incredibly unfair to the young women that he's competing against, regardless of the fact that he may feel that he's emotionally or sexually or whatever a woman. It's incredibly unfair. So South Dakota now has introduced a bill that will force transgender students to play on the teams of the sex that they were born as or that's registered on their birth certificate. So that's a very interesting and new precedent that I think will ultimately protect a lot of young women from being unfairly disenfranchised from athletics. So that's a good thing. Pinterest and YouTube are now joining Facebook in their attack on vaccine truth. So all social media now is definitely censoring any kind of alternative questions or narratives about vaccine truth, and it's really dystopian and Orwellian that you can't even talk about the fact that these vaccines have all kinds of neurodegenerative ingredients in them. Most of the vaccines have neurotoxins, aluminum, formaldehyde, mercury, weird fetus cells, viruses that are known to later lead to a higher incidence of cancer. There's just all kinds of toxic, terrible things in these vaccines. And if you mention that, now you will be censored, not just on Facebook, but also on Pinterest and YouTube as well. So clearly the money behind the medical, the giant pharmaceutical companies is now attempting to censor us on social media by all means powerful, by all means possible. And one of the most powerful Vatican officials has been found guilty of child rape. So, so I don't know what to say about, how many, there's been so many Catholic priests and Vatican officials who have been found guilty of child rape and child molestation, and now one of the very top Vatican officials has been found guilty of child rape. So that is the news for today. Hope you guys are all having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow, Internet fam.